y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing out there? I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Had a chance to do some things, I don't know if you had a chance to get out. They did cancel the mandatory mask, but if you're still getting out and about, if it was me, I would still wear my mask because I'm still gonna wear my mask. So yeah, what did I do over the weekend? Yeah, I did my normal thing. I did get out the house. I did do my exercise and all of that. But, later on that night, I watched the Mahalia Jackson movie that they had on TV. I don't know if you guys got a chance to check that out, but it was really good. I enjoyed it. The young lady that played Mahalia Jackson, Danielle Brooks, I think she did a marvelous job. She did a great job on that movie. The movie was produced by Robin Roberts of Good Morning America and stuff. But they did a really good job, and it was very interesting because of course I know Mahalia Jackson because she is the queen of gospel. But when you watch these type of Lifetime movies of someone's life and everything, you find out so much more information that you didn't even know about. And this was a very, very smart, intelligent woman, very smart, intelligent. She was always a gospel singer, and she always loved to sing for the Lord, and she made it very clear and that she would only sing for the Lord. When she was going to different recording stations and all that. Now, this is back in the 40s and 50s, they was just trying so hard to get her to sing the blues, and she was like, she wasn't hearing it. She had a very strong voice, and she was saying, black folks has sung the blues because that was the only way of them expressing themselves, but she was there to sing for the Lord. You hear me? But yeah, she, like I said, she didn't have any kids, and in the movie they show where she had to end up, she had a medical, something going on with her medically, and she had to end up getting a hysterectomy. So she never, was able to have kids, but she was at this little audition one day, and she comes out, and this little boy is out there, panhandling, trying to make him some money and get him a little job. So she basically took him in and raised this little boy. His name was John. And she took him in and she raised him. She raised him to be her son and stuff. But, before she even, hit it big with with her music, she was a businesswoman, very successful businesswoman. I mean, back in, I think it was like in the 50s, she bought her own beauty salon in a flower shop. She had a beauty salon and a flower shop connected together. And she was very successful. She was on top of her monies. You hear me? Whenever she would even do a show and she would go to the show, she would tell them to bring me my money up here, She was something else, but she was very, you could tell she was a very caring woman, and she cared about folks, and she was always, about doing the right thing and just, trying to live as much by the book the book as she could. Got my cup of joe over here, but I really enjoyed that movie. She traveled up and down the South. Back in those days, it was no easy thing. Once you got up north, going back south, it was something else. It was still a lot of prejudice going on, a lot of racism going on, and they still was considered colored folks, or they was called the N-word. And she would go back and forward, and do her little her gospel singing, and go take her voice down south and try to help the folks and do that. And as time went on, and she really became very popular, and really her name got out there, she started doing work with Dr. Martin Luther King, and singing and raising money for his movement, for civil rights movement. and she would go and sing, and she would, give that money to him, and, be a part of that. She was, she was one of those very, not only because she was a gospel singer, from what I saw in her movie, she was a very, she was very involved in the movement and the civil rights. And, she stood her ground. She knew when to act, when to act one way and when to act another way. For example, in the movie, when she would go down south, she had to belittle herself. She couldn't be herself. She had to talk like, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, if she came, in contact, with the white people and stuff like that. But I really, once I watched that movie, I went back and I read about her, looked her up. And, she lost her mother at a very young age. And then she, her aunt took her in, and she had problems with her legs and stuff like that as a child. So she overcame all that. And she said once she was baptized, that just really, when she came up out that water, she was a totally different person from that point on. I think at that point, she was no more than about 12 or 13 years old. But yeah, that was a really good movie. I think Danielle did a great job portraying her and, playing her and, just telling her life story, because, we hear about these entertainers or these, people, and we don't know their whole life story. So I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. She was kind of hard too. She on her musician, her piano player, she was pretty hard. She's pretty hardcore. And even though she did not, get no further than, I think she said, like the 4th grade of education. And at that point, her aunt took her out of school, and she started doing little odds and ends, little jobs like cleaning houses, helping her aunt clean houses and stuff like that. But, even though she only had a 4th grade education, that did not stop her from learning. She still was very intelligent. She could not read music, but she had that ear. You know how some folks have that ear when it comes to music and stuff like that? She had that ear, and she could understand the tones of the piano and what she needed and how she wanted it done and everything. And I was like, wow, she was definitely a part of our history, and she played a bigger part than just being a gospel singer, because that's what we knew her as, the gospel singer, the queen of gospel and everything. So I really enjoyed that movie. I'll probably watch it again because it was on TV. It'll probably be coming on again. But it was really good. If you guys haven't had a chance to check that out, go back and check out Mahalia Jackson Movie. And, research her, because it was a lot. She did a lot for us. She really did. And then, after watching Mahalia Jackson, on Sundays, I've gotten into watching, I watch it on Tuesdays, I believe. Let me take that back. It's on Tuesdays. I've gotten into, after I watched Queen Sugar, I've gotten into watching this movie on Delilah. It's a really good series. I really enjoyed that, between Queen Sugar on Tuesday and Delilah. It's a really good movie, it's a good cast on there. And I really enjoy watching that. Some days I just want to sit back, and once I get my favorite movies, or I get something that really catch my eye when I'm watching, going through the channels and trying to see what's on, because there's usually not too much on you to watch. But I enjoyed that. I did that, And of course, I watched those Housewives and, the Love and Marriage and all that. But we'll talk about that on another episode. Because that's a whole episode by itself. But yeah, just wanted to, come to you guys and just talk to you a little bit about that movie and get y'all opinion about it, and see that you get a chance to check it out and what you thought about it. And yeah, I think if you really want a really good movie to sit back and check out, that would be the one. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Okay, that's pretty much all I did over the weekend. Just did that, just kind of stayed in, and chilled and stuff. and everything. I did, the beginning of the week, I got my vaccine. I got my first vaccine. So I have to go back in about 3 weeks and get the second one. I was a little nervous about it, and I had prayed about it. I had really prayed about this vaccine because you still don't know. You know, you're hearing different things and how it affects different people, and I was nervous, but I knew I needed to do it because I just needed to protect myself, and I felt like, and I do believe that this was the best thing for me. So, you know, it wasn't that bad. Had a little soreness in my arm, had a slight headache, and I don't know if the headache was from the shot or from me just being nervous of getting the shot. Because I was, even all the way, you know, over there while I'm driving over there, I kept praying like, God, is this the right thing for me to do? You know, is this what I need to be doing? You know, is this safe for me? You know, all that was going through my head. So I don't know if I had pumped myself up so much. So by the time I got there, I was, you know, probably already, the headache probably was already coming on by the time I got there to get the shot. But yeah, I did it. And that was the only effect that I've had so far. And when I go back in 3 weeks, you know, for the second shot, you know, the pharmacy where I went to get it, he was telling me that usually people have more effects from the second part of the shot than they do the first part. So, you know, he was just going over everything with me. So we'll wait and see. I'll let you guys know how that second shot goes and, you know, how that work out and everything. But I feel good. You know, it's not that I've gotten a shot and I'm about to run up out there and just be all out, all willy-dilly and all that. No, I am still gonna wear my mask. I'm still not gonna just be out there around a lot of people. I'm still gonna be cautious and practice the social distance and all that stuff. But I did it for myself. This is something I want to do. And, you know, at the moment, Dad hasn't gotten his because he's just not there yet. He said he's just not ready to do it. So everybody have to do that, you know, for themselves, and if they're ready to do it and everything. And they're opening it up, you know, a wider range for more people to do it. So, you know, think about it, research it. If it's something you want to do, do it. If not, then don't do it and stuff. But that's pretty much it. You know, our main thing I wanted to bring to you guys today was my view on the Mahalia Jackson movie and talk to you about that and just what I had going on this weekend and everything. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get ready and get out of here. But before I go, you know, like I said, if you're out and about, even though the mandate of the mask is over and it's not mandatory, you know, still try to be as safe as possible, you know, and wear it if you feel unsafe. Please continue to wear your mask and everything. Hey, don't forget to go back down there and give me some love, share my video. Hey, subscribe to Kitchen Talk to Granna if this is the first time checking me out. I appreciate you guys so much, I really do. But I'm gonna get ready to let you guys go about your day and get it going, okay? I'm gonna check you out next time around.